The Daytona 500 has been NASCAR's biggest race ever since its inaugural running back in 1959. Throughout the years, there have been many great moments that are part of NASCAR history and will be forever. However, in the past couple of years, the race has been on a decline in my opinion, and some of the prestige has been lost that comes with winning the Great American Race. So today, I'm going to explain why. It all goes back to the 2017 Daytona 500. This was the first ever race that stages were a factor, so the drivers were racing differently. A lot of it was single file and training, if you will, but once Stage 3 started, it was on. Drivers making aggressive moves led to 3 big crashes in the race, taking out a majority of the field. This left the Daytona 500 to be decided by fuel mileage, which you have to admit that was a cool way to end the race, but they were all really playing it safe and running it single file against the wall. A lot of cars ended up running out of gas in the final 2 laps, and Kurt Busch went on to win his first ever Daytona 500. The 2018 Daytona 500 was similar to 2017's, but instead of waiting to wreck until Stage 3, they wrecked coming to the end of Stage 1, and also in the middle of Stage 2. The rest of the race was a complete slugfest due to the single file racing by many of the drivers, and it probably would have ended that way had not William Byron cut down a tire. Coming down to the end with 2 laps to go, the big one breaks out, taking out many of the remaining cars. Now only about 15 cars will finish. And of course, on the final lap, Eric Almirola gets dumped by Austin Dillon in order for Austin Dillon to put the 3 car in the victory lane. In 2019, the race had significantly improved from last season's, and now there was a lot of side-by-side racing throughout most of the race, and not too much craziness and wrecks. However, there were 5 caution flags in the final 20 laps. 5. 2 were small incidents, but one was that big crash. Another was this caution flag with 6 to go, and another with 2 laps to go, Clint Bowyer being spun. This race was turning into a NASCAR Heat 4 public lobby, and that's not a good thing. Coming to the final restart, there were only 16 cars on the lead lap, and 14 would finish on the lead lap. Denny Hamlin would hold off the field and win his second Daytona 500 in 4 years. Then 2020 rolls around. The pre-race hype with Donald Trump giving the command to fire engines and a long off-season would come to a screeching halt due to rain. The race would have to resume on Monday. The majority of the race was fantastic, due to the new aero package being much better than ones in previous years. That is, up until lap 184 with 16 laps remaining. The big one breaks out in the backstretch, and this brings another caution and another caution and another caution, and then the end of the race, which we all know how that goes.
Well, there goes half the field.
That Mike Joy quote right there sums up the problem completely. The Daytona 500 is losing prestige due to the races turning into a wreckfest at the end. It's not very prestigious if only 10 cars finish the race, in my opinion. The only way to fix this problem is if the drivers themselves take care of one another out there and don't have it come down to only 10 cars at the end. That's the only way to fix this. Wreckfests are by no means prestigious, and it's not what the fans want either. They want good hard racing down until the final lap. Drivers, please, take care of one another out there, and don't let it turn into a wreckfest every time. But do you guys agree or disagree with me? Let me know below in the comment section. And subscribe if you are new here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.